Hello, everyone!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Before this video starts, I just want to let you guys know that everything on my merch store is currently 35% off from now till the 5th. If you want to get yourself some Gaming Reactions merchandise, there's truly not a better time to do so. Go down, click the link at the top of the description. It works now. I realized that the old link that I put in didn't work, but this one does. Once again, everything is 35% off from now till the 5th, so you only have a few days to get yourself some merch at a very good discount. Anyway, I hope you guys go on to enjoy the video. Thank you so much for clicking on it in the first place, and thank you so much for the recent support. I love you all, and enjoy.
My name is Ryan, and welcome back to Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 1. And in the last episode, Monica, Miji, and Sayori, we went back to the space classroom to try to figure out if we can, like, figure out a way to permanently separate me and Miji. But sadly, that did not happen. And then we had we had a talk with Miji's mom about Monica. Well, not we didn't make it aware to her that it was Monica, but I think our character loves Monica. I think, yeah, just a slight chance that our character might have the feelings for Monica. But enough chit chat, and let's get into it, shall we? Ah, yes, we left off about to go to bed. I head back up to Miji's room, feeling the drowsiness overcoming me. Man, all my energy's just seeping out of me. I barely have any energy to pull the covers over me as I pass out. Sunday. Alright, so I think this is the last day before I think this is the last day before the game supposedly restarts. Ugh, I freaking hate alarms. I reach over and stop the alarm, blearily sitting up. Man, I'm tired as hell. I sit up, stretch, then slowly turn my legs to hang over the bed. Ugh, so tired. I open the blinds and blink the sudden light out of my eyes. I grab some casual clothes from the closet, then head to the door. Huh. Monica must still be sleeping. Good. Don't want to wake her up. I head downstairs to take an early morning shower to try and wake up. After the shower, I grab a bowl and begin getting breakfast ready. Cereal works today. I'm still too tired to think straight. As I'm getting the coffee pot ready, I see a note on the counter. Miji, here's some money to treat the girls to some dinner. Love, Mom. Underneath the note, I see two crisp 10,000 yen bills. Wow, that woman is something else. I slip the note and money into my pocket. Just then, I hear someone coming down the stairs. She walks over to the table and sits down, groaning. Ah, yeah, that's right. Morning Monica. Ugh, I am really not a morning person. I gathered that the first morning. I hold up a box of off brand frosted flakes. Hope this works today. I'm not really awake yet. Sure. Coffee first. Alright, it'll be a bit tough. I just put it on. I begin running my hand through Monica's wavy chestnut hair again as she waits for her coffee. I carefully brush out all the knots and twists in her hair. When the coffee machine goes off, I pour her a large mug, which she once again snatches from me and drinks as fast as possible. Soon, she's finished with the coffee. Thanks again. You really know how to brush hair. Thanks. I let her now straightened hair fall all around her shoulders. Grabbing two bowls, I pour the two of us some cereal and sit opposite Monica, who begins eating. Sorry if breakfast isn't as interesting as normal. It's fine, don't worry. I'm sure you're exhausted after yesterday. Mm-hmm. I look over at the coffee pot, which still has coffee in it. Standing suddenly, I go to the cabinet, grab a mug, and pour myself a cup as well. I take a sip, then another, and then a large gulp. Huh, Ichi must have trained his own body to enjoy coffee. This tastes really good. Oh, fair enough. Michi just then begins waking up. Ah, what did I miss? What did I miss? We're just sitting down to eat breakfast. I take another bite of cereal. So, today's the day we learn Natsuki's secret recipe for baking the perfect cupcake. Oh, I doubt she'd just share her secret recipe with us amateurs. Haha. Whoa. I feel my heart flutter at her chuckling. Oh my god, yeah, my character's so in love right now. Monica brushes her hair aside as she continues eating. Dude, what gives? Your heart rate's going through the roof here. You okay? It it's a long story. Short of it is, you were right. You were right about her. Right about what? Right about what I'm feeling for Monica. Oh? How'd you find that out? Your mom helped me. Don't worry. I kept everything vague and had a short talk with her over tea. Tell me what happened later. I will. Ryan, why are you up so early? I didn't want to be surprised again. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't worry. The girls are going to be here by 10 this time. Well, that's good. Although Sayori might be here a bit early. Monica points to the sliding door next to the fridge. Oh? I look over and see Sayori pressing up against the sliding door, making a scary face. Boom! I jump a bit at that. Haha! Aha! My jump must have been more visible than I thought. I let the still giggling Sayori into the kitchen. I put my hand on my chest, making an exaggerated show of fear. Gee, Sayori, you're gonna give me a heart attack. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. You're that excited for Halloween, aren't ya? Uh-huh, uh-huh. I really hope someone does a haunted house at school. Oh, they definitely will. They did last year, after all. I grabbed another bowl and spoon and put them on the table. They did? Oh, right, you weren't here. Yeah, it was awesome. The art club and theater club made a great haunted house last year. Really? I wonder if Mori was in charge of that. Sayori quickly rushes over, sits down, and pours a large helping of cereal. Before I know it, she has a bowl full and is already shoveling cereal into her mouth. Coco said she was there helping out. Oh, she was? Yep. Coco told me last year that Fujiwara-san really wanted to do the haunted house. Well, glad she pulled it off. It was super scary. Michi had to come with me. Oh, how romantic. I grin and feel Michi blush. Yeah, yeah. Sayori then looks over at me and Monica and stops eating. Um, is there something on my face? No, I'm just glad you're here with us. Aw. I mean, you have an ability I envy. You can calm any situation down and make it look easy, even in the game. Huh? What do you mean? Oh, you see. Monica begins telling Sayori about the fight between Natsuki and Yuri as it plays out in the original game in more detail. When the Monica finishes, Sayori swallows another bite and nods. Yeah, if Ryan hadn't stepped in, I probably would have done the same thing. I hate seeing people fight. Sometimes a fight can actually help. What? No, it can't. Everybody should be friends. I actually kind of agree with Ryan here on this. I sometimes you just need to let everything out and then like just get it all out of your system. But that's like a once in a year thing. I feel like. No, no, sorry, not that kind of fight. I mean more like a debate. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I meant. Not like full fist fight. I guess so. I'm still glad you're here. And oh no, I see the tears, Monica. Stop. And even though I didn't plan for it, I'm glad you know about our secret. Oh Monica. Oh no, not the tears again. Sayuri rushes over and hugs Monica from behind, petting her hair. Shh, it's okay. Sayuri motions me over, and I quickly join her, putting an arm around Monica. We all stay like this for a while. Monica takes the time to calm down. Soon she wipes her eyes with a tissue. I'm sorry, you guys. Don't be sorry. Anybody would be scared with what you've been through. I'm just glad you decided to trust me enough to show me the truth. I don't know how much help I could be, but you've been a great help. You've held us together. I'll be honest, Monica and I, we've been pretty lost. But with you here, we've been managing better. You're amazing. It's one of the big reasons why Miji loves you so much. Damn right! You're a key member of the club. I don't know what we'd do without you here. And you're one of my best and closest friends, despite how the game me acted. I'm not mad at you or disappointed. Now come on, cheer up. Give us one of those 1,000 watt smiles you're famous for. Aw, you guys, thanks so much. Sayori and I give each other a look, then we both hug her. Ah, ah. Monica hugs us back happily. We stay like this for a few minutes before she lets go. Thanks, you guys. No problem. Now let's finish breakfast and get the house ready for the others. We resume eating. Not wanting the silence to become too uncomfortable, I turn to Sayori. Looking forward to today? Yep. I can't wait to see how Natsuki makes her cupcakes. I bet. Just then, Monica and I both finish. Sayori sees this and begins scarfing down her food in record time. Nice. As I begin to clean up, a memory from the base game pops into my mind. Monica, yes? Could you check the oven? I'd like to avoid what happens during the Natsuki route. Oh, that's right. They left pans in the oven, right? That's what happened. Oh, that's smart. Oh, sure. What happens? In the original game, when Natsuki and the game protagonist preheat the oven, there's still a dirty tray in there which burns. Monica holds up a small dirty pan. Looks like this is it. Well, one crisis is averted. Hand it here. I'll rinse it out. Monica hands it to me. Oh wow, it's the leftover gratin from Wednesday. Man, that seems like so long ago now. It really does. I rinse the pan out and begin washing it. As I do so, Sayori and Monica begin talking. So, what do you have planned for Halloween? Are we going to have a party? Remember that smoothie place I mentioned yesterday? Right next to it, there's a karaoke place. Ooh, I figure I could show you that place as well as enjoy some of the greatest smoothies around. Really? Yay! I can't wait. Are we gonna wear costumes? That's up to you. I might wear something. I'm sure Yuri won't. She seems like the type who would rather enjoy Halloween by reading a nice book. Aw, but she has to dress up. It's traditional. It's fine if she doesn't want to. Everyone celebrates Halloween in their own way, you know. Still, though, it'll be a fun time either way. Yeah, yeah. We'll have fun. Damn right we will. As I finish washing the pan and putting it away, I look up at the clock. Huh, just past 9. Feels like later. Well, well, we have another hour before the other girls show up. What should we do? Let's watch something. Why don't we put our time to better use in the space classroom? Oh, come on. You two need a break. You've been freaking out about this for the past week now, right? I mean, I suppose we have been. Besides, it's only an hour. You two need to relax a bit. Vice President's orders. But I'm the pres. No buts. Get your behinds into the living room now. I have spoken! Monica and I look at each other, then stand chuckling as we are practically pushed into the living room. Sayori pulls us into the living room, making us sit on the couch next to each other. She sits next to me as well, and grabbing the remote, turns on the TV. She quickly begins flipping through channels and finds an older American cartoon subbed into Japanese. I hear in America there was such a thing as Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, I mean, in Canada, like every morning, for the longest time. I don't know if it was elementary school. It might have been elementary school into middle school, somewhere around there. But every morning, it would be, if I woke up early enough, it would be SpongeBob, Kid versus Cat, and and Very Odd Parents. I always watched Kid versus Cat, and I would always choose whether or not I wanted to watch SpongeBob or Very Odd Parents. Like, come on, the Kid versus Cat. If you haven't seen that cartoon, look it up on YouTube. I think all the episodes are on YouTube. It's amazing. Sayori, why cartoons? What? Just because we're all 18 doesn't mean we can't enjoy cartoons, right? She looks at, or rather through me. I'm more an anime guy, but she has a point. Yeah, just because we're legally adults doesn't mean we can't enjoy cartoons. I guess not. Actually, mind if I go upstairs and change first? I'd like to get into something that'll be easier to bake in. Okay. Monica heads upstairs. Sayori, meanwhile, pauses the TV and waits patiently for Monica. Soon, Monica comes back downstairs. Oh, whore dog, get your. Oh, you're gonna get slapped by Sayori, I bet. I have to keep my jaw from falling on the floor. How does this girl make anything she wears look so sexy? Whoa, you look great in Akito's clothes. Thanks. She looks over at me. I grin, hiding my embarrassment, and give her 2 thumbs up. You're doing great. Satisfied, she joins us on the couch. I lean back and we resume watching. Soon we're all laughing at the wacky antics on the screen. Eventually, it's 10 a.m. and we've watched 2 episodes. As if on cue, someone knocks on the door. Prying myself up between the 2 girls, I head to the door. I open the door and see both Natsuki and Yuri there. Natsuki has a heavy looking backpack slung over her shoulder while Yuri holds a box in her arms. They step inside and Natsuki turns to Yuri. You could have gone inside earlier. I didn't want to impose by arriving earlier than expected. You wouldn't have, believe me. Wait, when did you get here? I just got here. Not sure when the early bird got here. I got here 10 minutes ago. Why didn't you knock or text? I'd have let you in. Jeez, you guys must be cold. I hurry and get him inside, closing the door quickly. We all head into the kitchen where Natsuki immediately begins unzipping her backpack, revealing plastic grocery store bags inside. Yuri puts the box down on the counter. Once again, thank you for letting us use your home, Miji. And please thank your parents again. Not a problem. What did you all get? Just some last minute ingredients I forgot to get on Friday. I also brought some extra cupcake pans from home. Natsuki did ask me to bring this. Yuri points to the box she had just set down on the counter. On it is displayed a large electric mixer. Yeah, the one I saw here yesterday is good and all, but it's not big enough. Yuri said she had a nice one, and I asked her to bring it. Pretty smart there. You know it. Natsuki begins setting up her stuff on the counter. Yuri takes that opportunity to come up and whisper to me. Are you feeling any better after yesterday's uncomfortable conversation? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that conversation. Why are you asking me about it? A little bit, yeah. I'm really sorry to have put you on the spot like that. Trust me, it's fine. I'm glad. Come on, ladies, pick up the pace. We've got a lot of cupcakes to make and only today to make them. I suppose we should begin then. No doubt. Oh, that's sick. Natsuki opens up one of the smaller pocket zippers, pulling out a small notebook, which looks well used. She opens it and begins looking through it. Sayori sneaks up and looks in, but Natsuki closes the book when she notices the cinnamon bun. Sayori, this is kind of a secret family recipe. No looking. Aw, please. I mean, we're gonna have to eventually if you want us to help make the batter. Ugh, yeah, I know. Fine. She lets Sayori eagerly look at the recipe. Flour, sugar, baking soda, salt. Wait, why salt? Salt enhances the other flavors in the batter. It can also bring a balance to the sweetness of any baked goods and can help make the food taste better. Ah, I was researching cupcakes of my own last night and was curious about the use of salt in a few of the online ones I saw. Well, you're right there. As Satsuki pulls out a small bag of salt, Yuri looks over the recipe. I also noticed you're using oil instead of butter. May I ask why? Uh, it keeps it keeps better in the fridge that way. They'll be softer in the cold. What kind of frosting are you planning on using? Is that? There's no way that's how you spell margarine. Buttercream. Look, are you gonna keep grilling me or are you gonna get this done? Yeah, let's get this started. I roll up my sleeves. Chef Natsuki's in the house, yo. What are your orders? Haha. Yes, I am your chef. Yuri, since you seem to have the most experience in the kitchen, I'd like you to be in charge of making the frosting. The recipe's on page 15 in here. She hands Yuri the notebook. I think you and Monica can work on that. Of course, I'll start right away. So Yuri, you and Ryan can help me with the actual batter. The recipe I have says it makes 25, so we're gonna double it to make 50. I'll make one batch, and you and Sayori can make the other. The recipe for the actual batter is on page 17. Michi, does your family own a printer that can make copies? Yeah, it's on the downstairs bedroom. Yo. Oh, fuck. I thought they said yo. You mind if I make a copy of the recipe so we're not interfering with Yuri's work? Sure, that's fine. Just give me the copy when you're done. Huh. I wonder why she's so protective of that recipe. Of course. Yuri hands me the book, and I head to the bedroom. I quickly make a copy of the recipe, then head back into the kitchen. I hand the book back to Yuri, who takes it to the other side of the counter where she opens it. Huh, she's already set up her own mixer on the other side of the room. She and Monica begin gathering the ingredients from the bags Natsuki brought. Meanwhile, Natsuki goes to the oven to preset it, and I hear her gasp. Damn, Michi! I didn't get a good look at this yesterday, but I've never seen an oven like this before. 4 surface burners and 2 oven doors? Ah, yeah. Mom and Dad got that during our kitchen remodel a few years ago. Natsuki opens them up and looks inside. Yeah, I can fit all the pans in here, I think. Grabbing her pans, she places them in, nodding happily as she manages to fit them all in. Great! We might be able to get these done all at once. Michi, could you help me preset this? We have to set it at 190. Michi tells me how to preset the ovens, then Natsuki, Sayori, and I begin making the batter mix. Sayori and I look through the entire recipe after gathering the ingredients. We begin measuring the ingredients into the bowl. Well, to be fair, I do the measuring. I give the mixing bowl to Sayori, who carefully begins using the mixer. I turn on some relaxing music while she does this. Natsuki's mixing her own batter manually. A little while later, Natsuki comes over and looks at the mix. How's it going over here? Taste it for yourself. Oh, that's also sick. Natsuki takes a small spoon and tastes the batter. After a few seconds, she nods. Alright, glad to see you didn't screw this up. Oi! I glare at her. Oh, don't you give me that look. You can't really rush perfection, you know. I roll my eyes. I'm just glad we're not making marble cupcakes. Don't tempt me. It's a shorter episode, but I am going to call it here. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 1. We started the baking and we watched cartoons, and we told Michi that we do, in fact, love Monica. Um, yeah. I I kind of come to the, I've kind of came to the conclusion. I've kind of come to the I've kind of come to the conclusion that having these shorter episodes means that some of these episodes might be more filler than others, but I just really don't like the idea of making 50-minute episodes. At least for the rest of this mod, I might go back to hour-long episodes in a different mod. I don't know. But that'll do it for this video. Feel free to let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to do whatever. Feel free to check out my merch store. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night, great afternoon, great evening, whatever time it is for you. The link to this mod is down in the description below, as well as my Doki Doki World of Dreams Act 1 playlist, so you can get caught up on some of the videos you might have missed. I love you all. and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!